Toma. In this video today, I'm going to be talking about some new terms that we had learned that go along with our three-dimensional shapes. So some of these terms are a vertex, an edge, and a face. So a face is the flat part of a three-dimensional shape. So as you can see here, our shape is a rectangular prism. It's three-dimensional, it pops out at us. Our face is the flat part that makes up just one side of the shape. So this is just one of the faces. An edge is the line where two faces meet. And then a vertex is a corner. So we have a face, just the flat part of it, an edge where two faces meet, it's the line, and a vertex, which is the corner. So the face is shaded in purple, the edge is drawn in red, and the vertex is shaded in white. So we're just going to go into more detail about these new words. And just to show you, so this purple part is one face, and this square, so if I outline the square, that would be another face. So this red line that I'll go over in yellow, that's the edge. So we have one face, two face. The edge is the line where these two meet. And then the corner is this vertex. Okay, so we'll go over these more. So the face is the flat part that makes up the front of this cube. So this is our three-dimensional shape, which is a cube. The face is the flat part that makes up just the front of this. So that's just one. So right away I could see one, I could see two, and this would be three. So there's another face behind the box, one to the side over here, and one at the very bottom. So if you had a box in front of you, you could see that there's one at the top, one at the bottom, one to the left, one to the right, and one in the front and one in the back. So that those six all make up this this cube. And if I go backwards and show you, here are my six faces. So we have 1, 2, this is 3, 4, 5, and 6. So all 6 of those make up our one cube. Okay, let's go back to where we were. So the face is the flat part. The next one, the edge is the line where two faces meet. So if this is a face and this is a face, this line over here joins those two faces, and that's called my edge. And then lastly, a vertex is a corner where the two lines meet. So I have this line over here and this line over here, and my vertex is this corner where these two lines meet. So vertex is the corner, edge is a line, and a face is the flat part. Another new word that I had talked about in my last video that I'll go over is angle. So when two sides of a shape meet, they form an angle. And in each shape, the angle can be big or small. It doesn't, that doesn't matter. They all won't be the same size, but where the two lines, the sides of a shape meet, that's called an angle. So as you could see here in the triangle over here, this has 3 angles. They are circled in blue. We have 1 angle over here, 2 angle, the second angle, and the third over here. Um, in our shape over here, one of our quadrilaterals, remember our quadrilateral means it has four sides. There's different members of this family. But we have one angle, we have the second over here, the third, and the fourth. So this one would have four angles. Okay, this goes over angles again. So over here, we have a pentagon because it has five sides. And in our pentagon, it has five angles. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 angles. Over here in our hexagon, a hexagon has 6 sides. This has 6 angles. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Over here in our parallelogram, which is a member of the quadrilateral family because it has 4 sides, this has 4 angles. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then over here, this is also considered to be a pentagon because it has 5 sides. This also has 5 angles. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So all of the angles are circled in pink. That's where all the 2 lines are meeting and they're creating an angle. And as you could see in all of these different shapes, the angles are different sizes, and that's okay. Now moving on to some of our 2-dimensional shapes, we're going to be looking at the sides and the vertices, the corners, in more detail. So over here we have a square. A square has 1, 2, 3, and 4 sides. All of them are the same length. And it has 4 corners. So it has 1, 2, 3, and 4. A corner, another name of it, is vertex. Plural would be vertices. That means more than one. So a square has 4 sides and 4 vertices. Some real life objects that it looks like is a TV and a computer screen. SpongeBob is not real, but we see him on TV, and he's in the shape of a square as well. Our next shape is a triangle. Our triangle has 3 sides, 1, 2, and 3, and it has 3 vertices or 3 corners. 1, 2, 3. Some real life objects that look like a triangle is a pizza, a Christmas tree, and a roof. A pizza slice, sorry. And the roof of a house. Our next one is a circle. A circle, as you can see, it does not have a straight line. A circle is curved. There's no straight lines there. So it does not have a side, and there's no 2 lines to meet at a corner, so it has 0 vertices. Some real things that look like a circle are a clock, a ball, and a sun. Our next shape is a rectangle. A rectangle has 4 sides, 1, 2, 3, and 4. 2 of them are short and 2 of them are long. And it has 4 vertices or 4 corners, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Some things that look like a rectangle are a door, a flag, and a table. A rhombus is part of the quadrilateral family because it has 4 sides. Kind of looks like a square, but it's not. Or it also kind of looks like a diamond too. Looks like a tilted square, like tilted to the side a little bit. One common thing that it shares with the square is that all of its sides are the same length, just like the square. So as you can see, it has 1, 2, 3, and 4 sides. And it also has 4 vertices, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Some things that look like a rhombus are a kite, and in some diamond rings, the diamond can be in the shape of a rhombus as well. Okay, the last one that we're going to talk about, remember these are not all of the shapes, these are just some, is a hexagon. A hexagon has 6 sides, and it also, all the sides are the same length. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. It also has 6 vertices, 6 corners. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And a beehive or a honeycomb looks like a hexagon. Now we're going to move on to our three-dimensional shapes. Remember, two-dimensional means flat, three-dimensional means they pop out at us. So this first one that we're going to look at is a cube. It looks like a square, but it's a three-dimensional object that pops out at us. So this cube, we're going to talk about the faces and the vertices. So the face, remember, is the flat part. And like how I said earlier, this has 6 faces. We have one in the front over here. We have one in the back, which is, we'll say the back is over here. One at the top over here, the bottom over here. One at the side over here, and one on this other side. So that would be our 6 faces. And it has 8 vertices, 8 corners. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 at the top. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4 at the bottom. 4 plus 4 is 8. That's where we get our 8 vertices. Some things that look like a cube are an ice cube, dice, and a box. Moving on to a sphere. A sphere looks like a circle, but it's three-dimensional. Pops out at us. A sphere, just like a circle, it's curved. So it does not have a face, and since it does not have a face, there's no 2 lines that meet to create that corner, so there's no vertices as well. Some things that look like a sphere are a basketball, a soccer ball, just a regular ball, a balloon, and even an eyeball. Our next one is a cylinder. A cylinder is made up of 2 circles, one at the top, one at the bottom, and then it's connected by our 2 lines. So it has 2 circle faces, but it doesn't have any vertices because this line is connecting to a circle, and remember the circle is curved, and that doesn't have a vertex. So that's why a cylinder doesn't either. Some things that look like a cylinder are a soda can, a cup, a straw, and a log. Our next shape is a cone. A cone has a circle face, it's at the bottom, and then one line going to the left and one line going to the right, and they meet at this corner up here, which is called our vertex. So it has 1 vertex. Some things that look like a cone are a party hat, an ice cream cone, and a traffic cone. Okay, and just to show you how these three-dimensional shapes are made up, they are made up of different shapes. So as you could see, a cube, this is how it's made up of 6 squares. So you could see that how it's outlined like this, and if you would fold that together, you would get a cube. A cuboid, or a rectangular prism, just like how I said earlier, it has 4 rectangular faces and then 2 square faces. A triangular prism has 3 rectangles, rectangular faces, and then 1 and 2 triangular faces. A cylinder looks like it has a rectangle, and then a circle face at the top and a circle face at the bottom. And then a pyramid that's made up of a square has 1 square bottom and then 4 triangular faces. So that just helps to break the shapes down. So I'm hoping that you found this video informative and that we really cleared up these new words that go along with 3D